Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Spill the D. My name's Gina. I am one of your hosts, joined here as always with my awesome co-host Rick. How you doing?
Was fully prepared to do the intro today because for some reason it didn't register that it was an odd number episode
It's an
or
even
an
number
even number
episode.
episode.
Is that why you hesitated when I
Yeah,
went for it? Oh,
because I
that's
was ready to
funny.
do it and then you started. I'm doing all right though. Besides all this rain,
I know, day 3. Our dog is going crazy. We're on day
she's
3 in a
losing
row
her mind.
of non-stop rain. I'm going crazy.
Same.
But that's okay. It's fine.
Disney keeps us sane.
Disney, we're here to talk about Disney. Disney keeps us going. We got a countdown going for our next trip, as I'm
Uh-huh.
sure everybody listening does. So, let's talk Disney.
Talk Disney to me.
Today, I love it. I put that on a t-shirt for Sarah. That's my favorite shirt I've ever made. Today we are talking about things that we think you need to buy before your Disney vacation. This isn't necessarily like a packing list per se.
Yeah.
It's a list of things you might not think to buy, things you need to buy, just things to be prepared for while you are prepping for your Walt Disney World vacation. We have it broken, or Disneyland actually.
Uh,
We have it broken down into categories of this is physical things that you'll need that you can find in the park, things that you can't find and that's why you need to buy them,
yeah.
and things that are part of your vacation package that you're going to have to pay for.
Yeah. But we'll get into more detail on that after the news.
Yes, we have 2 pieces of news.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, neither one of them is that crazy. I guess this first one's pretty cool. So, Pixar Fest is returning to Disneyland. It has officially been announced that Pixar Fest is going to be running from April 26th until August 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So, it said it's returning. I don't fully remember this ever happening, probably because we haven't been to Disneyland yet, so it has never been on my radar, but it sounds like an amazing festival. The only article that they have so far about what it is, besides the days that it is returning, is all about all the merchandise you can get. But at the start of the article, we are informed that there will be an exciting new parade, returning nighttime spectacular, some new scenes, foods, and marketplaces, as well as entertainment offered. And then a whole lot of Pixar merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a Pixar person, this could be the place to be.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this vaguely last year, but for some reason I feel like it wasn't 3 months, 4 months long.
I don't know why I don't remember it at all. Maybe if I saw photos, I'd be like, oh, yes, that's from that.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
But it's exciting. Unfortunately, we won't be there for it.
I know, it ends like a month before we get there.
Which makes me a little sad, but
It's
that's fine
alright.
because we'd probably just spend way too much money on merchandise
With
anyway.
Pixar merchandise, heck yeah. Something about that Luxo ball just
So,
takes my money.
It's probably for the best.
Probably. If you want to go to Pixar Fest, we are absolutely going to recommend that you book your trip using our friends at 407 and Beyond Vacation Co. They know about it. They're not like us who forgot about it from last year. They probably remember every aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
We are the official podcast of 407 and Beyond Vacation Co. They're a Disney and Universal Orlando travel agency. They book and plan family vacations, friend vacations, whatever, to destinations such as Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Orlando, Disney Cruise Line, and so much more. It doesn't cost anything extra to book with them. Their services are 100% free. They do all of the hard work so that all you have to do is show up, have fun, and create some memories.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get started with that, you can check out their website. You can get your free no obligation quotes at www.407vacations.com. And again, we highly, highly recommend them. They are phenomenal and great people, and they know their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they can help you get the best vacation for the best price.
Yep, exactly.
Another place you might want to be going.
Disney World.
Disney World. To ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure that opens this summer.
Ooh.
Because they just announced some more characters for the ride.
Is there going to be any surprises?
I guess not. We talked about them 2 weeks ago now, I think. Maybe that wasn't last week.
No, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
I think it was 2 weeks ago. The first set of characters they announced, we went into our full conspiracy theory about what the license plate that the one character is holding means. I don't know how we missed the fact that it could be 2 different dates.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know, the one character, Gritty the bunny, or rabbit?
It's a rabbit.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Is holding a license plate with the numbers 52872, and we were like, oh, May 28th, 1972. May 28th and then July 2nd is the conspiracy theory that's going around right now. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, definitely.
And what people think it is that May 28th is the cast previews and maybe like annual pass holder. Like that's when previews will start. And July 2nd is when it will open to the public. So I'm excited to see if that's real or not.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing better than that, so.
It's a solid theory.
It is, yeah.
So I'm a fan. Okay, but these new characters, do you want to do these? You want to read them?
Yeah, I'll read them. Okay, so first we have Octavia the Bobcat. We have Paw Paw the Bobcat, which is the grandfather to Octavia. We have Claude the Louisiana Black Bear. Bernadette the Louisiana Black Bear, who I'm assuming it's Claude's mate. Sebastian the Louisiana Black Bear, which I'm assuming is their son. No, he's friends with Octavia. So we have Sebastian the Louisiana Black Bear, who is friends with Octavia. And we have Fina the Gray Fox. That's what we got.
That was 6?
Yeah.
That was really quick.
Well, 3 bears, 2 bobcats, and a fox.
Sebastian's little.
Yeah.
They look like a family of bears. It didn't say family?
It didn't say if Sebastian was the kid, but I'm assuming Sebastian is the son of the other 2. Claude and Bernadette.
I think so, because it says Bernadette loves to sink into the bayou waters and munch on plants so long as Sebastian is clearly within sight.
Yeah, that sounds like a mother bear thing.
Though he's definitely a mama's cub, Sebastian charted his own musical course as the drummer. Yep, okay, so Sebastian is the baby.
Yeah.
It is a little family. How cute. Those are our new characters. Based off the photos that they have released, it doesn't look like anything is hidden in these ones. So there will not be a full conspiracy chat today. Sorry, everybody.
I am curious how they're going to introduce all these characters. Like, if they're going to be, like, as you go throughout the ride and then all in one area, or if they're just all going to show up at one area.
I think they're kind of just going to be in one area, or they're going to be along the ride, like, helping you get there and then also be there. But, like, I think they're just being nice and giving names to all of these characters, partially so that they can merchandise them.
True.
Because people want to buy things more if it has a name to it.
Yeah, I guess.
Because if you think about the characters from Splash Mountain, like, there was a lot of characters there. And they all had names.
Yeah.
It was just written on their mailbox. Like, again, it wasn't like... You didn't know their name because of the storyline. You knew their name because Pansy, Poppy, and Petunia had it written on their mailbox. Yeah. And you were like, oh, there's 3... possums hanging. I love Fancy Poppy and Petunia. They're my favorite possums.
Yeah,
who's your favorite possum?
Lester.
Whoa, that was not even set up, everybody. Wow.
Only a few people are gonna get that one.
I think most people will get that one, and if they don't, I'm so sorry. That was phenomenal. That couldn't have worked out better if I tried. All right. But yeah, so that's it. That's all we have for news.
Yep.
We're ready to talk about things that you need to buy before your Disney vacation. So again, we do have this separated into 3 sections. Mm-hmm. We're going to go ahead and get started with what is probably the most expensive section. And these are extras, magical extras, things to be added on to your Disney vacation that have to be paid for ahead of time.
Yeah. Or
they can be paid for later, but you're really taking a risk with that. And for each of them, we'll explain what that means when we get to it.
So first off, we have magic bands. And the reason that we have this one on the list is because they are cheaper when you get them before you get to the park.
If you are staying at a Walt Disney World resort.
Yeah, if you're staying at a resort, then you get a little bit of a discount on your magic bands if you buy them beforehand. The downside to this is you're not going to have as many options as far as like artwork on your magic band goes, as you would when you got to, say, Disney Springs and you went to the place where they sell the magic bands, or just in different areas where they sell magic bands.
This is true, and that downside really does stink. The other thing that kind of stinks about buying them ahead of time now, I mean, you save, I looked the other day, I think it's like $15 magic band. Because I remember we had an episode a few weeks ago that I was like, oh yeah, it's at least 5, but I think it's more. So I looked and I'm pretty sure it's 15.
That's a lot.
But the issue is, like you said, there's not as many. Mm-hmm. Also, they're really pushing these Magic Band Pluses right now.
Yeah.
So almost all of your options are Magic Band Plus. There's not as many options of the plain Magic Band. And if you are new to the Disney Vacation universe, Magic Band Plus is more expensive and only does a few things more than what a regular basic Magic Band does. Your basic Magic Band is going to open your door. It's going to be your park key. It's going to be your Genie
Credit card.
Plus pass, I guess. Like, it's going to hook up to your My Disney Experience account and hold all of your Lightning Lane reservations. There we go. That's a better way to word that. It's going to hook up to your credit card as long as your credit card is hooked to your room. It's going to do all of these things for you. Magic Band Plus is going to do all of these things, plus it's going to light up during shows to go with the shows, like fireworks shows, Fantasmic, shows like that. It's going to make the statues that they put out for the 50th anniversary that they left out talk to you.
Yeah.
And if you want to bounty hunt in Galaxy's Edge, this is the only thing that I'll say makes it worth it to buy it if you're a Star Wars person. Otherwise, I don't think it's worth it.
I agree.
Because it's more money and you have to charge it. So if you forget to charge it, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So, but either way, not the point. The point is you'll save money if you buy either one ahead of time.
Yeah.
Whether you buy regular Magic Band or Magic Band Plus, buying it ahead of time, getting it delivered straight to your house so you have it with you on your way there so you can do mobile check-in and go right to your room, no worries. You will save money.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yes. The only thing with this, though, too, is you don't actually need the Magic Band anymore. You can do everything on your phone now.
True.
Your phone can unlock your room. Your phone can scan your... for dining, also. It'll hold your dining on there if you have the dining plan. You can do that on your phone.
Like, your phones can't go underwater. So
actually, they can now.
Well, they can, but do you want to take that risk?
I think it's fun a few weeks before your trip to get the box with the Magic Bands.
I like having the Magic Band.
So do I.
Well, especially because we're not like as big of phone people. Like, we have to force ourselves to take our phones out in the parks.
Yeah.
Whereas the Magic Band is easy because it's on our wrist, so we can just scan it real quick.
Yeah, so I agree.
So
I also really like it for kids, especially if you have teenagers, knowing that they have money, knowing that they have food, whatever.
Yeah.
They can get in the room. Everyone has their room key on them at all times.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So
very worth it. But yes, if you order it ahead of time, you will save money. So this is one expense that we're going to say, buy this before you go. Unless there's a specific one that you found that you want, and then go find it in the parks. But ahead of time tends to be the best bet for saving money.
And if you've already been on a Disney trip, for those that might not know this, and you already have a Magic Band, you don't need another one.
That's true.
Don't buy another one if you don't need to.
Unless you want one.
Yeah, unless you want one. If you want one, that's fine. But don't feel like you need to buy another one because your old one does still work as long as you have your My Disney Experience app hooked up. They
do technically die eventually. They say they die after 3 years.
We've had ours for...
All of mine are still alive.
7 years that are still alive.
I brought mine with me when I lived and worked there and used it every day, and it's still alive. So, I mean...
Yeah.
They say they die. At some point, it probably will die, but they're still alive.
It's been years, and we haven't had one die, so...
So, ha, Disney. You can't trick us. Okay, next thing that... Buy this ahead of time. And this is one where if you don't, you're going to be really upset with yourself if you decide that you want this.
Yeah.
Memory Maker.
Another one, you get a discount for doing it right away.
Yes. So Disney gives you a pretty hefty discount if you buy Memory Maker ahead of time. Memory Maker is Disney's photo pass system. So it's if you see a photo pass photographer out and they're taking a photo, they take your photo, then they scan your Magic Band. There we go. Another use for Magic Bands.
There you go.
Or I guess your park ticket if you don't have your Magic Band. So that'll go onto your My Disney Experience account, and you'll have these photos, and they're all going to have a watermark on them unless you bought Memory Maker. Yeah. Then you have free access to download every photo that is taken, whether that's by a PhotoPass photographer or on a ride, which includes videos and special clip arts that they stick on to their photos and little magic shots where they edit in you holding Chip from Beauty and the Beast under your hand. So all of these things will be included in that Memory Maker. Hundreds of photos by the end if you do it right.
If you're a photo family, yeah. If you know you're a family that's not going to take a lot of pictures, then don't bother. But if you know that you're going to want pictures in front of the castle, you're going to want pictures of your kids with characters. Character pictures also are included with this. So it's like, if you know you're going to want to be taking pictures the whole time you're there, it's 100% worth it to get it beforehand because, like Gina said, you're gonna be kicking yourself for not doing it if you get there and then you're like, well, maybe we should get it.
To break down the price for you, Memory Maker, when you buy it before your vacation, costs $185.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did raise the price recently for anyone who's like, wait a minute.
Big shock.
If you buy it during or post vacation, $210.
Decent amount of money saved.
What's that? $25? $35?
20, 30.
Whoa. $25. You'll save $25.
215 and 185.
210 and 185. 25.
210 and 185, yeah.
So you'll save $25 just by buying it ahead of time.
Yeah.
The other option that you have, and you can buy this before or during your vacation or after if you want, you can apply it after, is a Memory Maker 1 day. So this is $75. Let's say that you spent the whole day in Magic Kingdom. You got so many ride photos. Your kids met all the characters. You took what is your favorite ever family photo in front of the castle. And you didn't buy Memory Maker. You can go and just buy this 1 day thing for $75 and only have that day. You have to go, I mean, it says you can do it online. I would personally go to a PhotoPass section, PhotoPass cart, PhotoPass kiosk,
yeah, just to avoid any issues.
Make sure it's done exactly how you want it, especially if you were there for multiple days, and get the day that you wanted.
Yeah.
That could be cheaper than buying the individual photos if there's a few that you want. So just keep that in mind. But what we're recommending right now is to buy Memory Maker beforehand. Save that $25.
Yeah.
Do it before you get there.
You know you're taking pictures, just do it before. It's worth it.
Let mom be in the photo. Buy Memory Maker.
She'll try to avoid it. They all do.
By trying to take it.
Don't let her do it.
And mom, if you're listening, be in the photo.
Get in the picture.
Please stop trying to take the photo. Pay Disney to take the photo. Thank you.
All right, next one that we're going to do before we go. Fireworks cruises.
We can kind of lump all these ones together if you want.
We can, yeah. So these are all things that you're going to have to pay for beforehand. You don't have a choice. Like, you can't add it on while you're there. And it's...
You can, but it could be sold out by then.
Yeah. It's fireworks cruises, dessert parties, and things like Hoop-Dee-Doo Review and Cinderella's Royal Table. They're 4 things that you're going to have to do beforehand. And it's because they know that they're probably going to be full. And they want to make sure that you're not canceling last minute.
Yeah, nailed it. Not how I would have worded it. That's why I had to think about how I was going to respond. Because it's not what I thought you were going to say. But yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Hoop-Dee-Doo Review and Cinderella's Royal Table is the one that shocks people the most because, especially Cinderella Royal Table, it is just a normal restaurant. Yeah. So you'd think, why do I have to pay ahead of time? But when you do that booking, you have to pay for it fully there. Yeah. Same thing with Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, and your tip will be included in that, so don't worry about that. So when you book Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, you're prepaying for it.
Which I like.
I do too.
I really enjoy just showing up, doing the experience, because I've done Hoop-Dee-Doo a few times now, and it's so nice to just show up, have a good time, and leave, and not have to worry about if you're with a group of friends or something. Like, you don't have to worry about splitting the bill. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's already all taken care of, and you can just go, have a good time, and get back to your hotel safe. That's all you got to worry about.
I agree. I really enjoy it. Same thing with like the dessert parties, or if you did want to do maybe a dessert cruise, some kind of private party, anything like that that's paid for ahead of time. It's so nice to just show up. Like, we are doing a dessert party in a few weeks, and we're just going to show up and eat and drink and then leave. And I'm excited for it because honestly, it's free in my head.
It's already been paid for.
Disney
so
math.
I'm not paying for it when I get there.
Yeah, I don't. This is a completely free experience. We're about to go get some free food in Disney. What? Totally didn't already pay over $200 just for the two of us.
Disney math.
Disney math. So yes, these are things. These are just extras. These are not things you need to do, but if you want to do them, think about doing them ahead of time. Especially Hoop-Dee-Doo and Cinderella Royal Table because they will sell out.
Oh yeah.
They will book up. You might be able to get a last minute reservation from when people cancel, but
yeah, there's like a slim chance, but most of the time those things are going to be jam packed.
Yes. Same thing with the fireworks cruises, the dessert parties. Keep these things in mind. All right, now we got things. Moving on to the next category. So these are things that you can find on Walt Disney World property, but you're going to save yourself a lot of money by buying them ahead of time.
A lot.
a lot of money. And some of them, well, we're even going to tell you the difference in price so you can see how much money you'll save. I wish we had one more like device so we could have a calculator going.
Right.
Oh, we could. Here, put that in front of me. So again, this is not a packing list.
Mm-hmm.
This is just things we think if you're going to get them beforehand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The one you're probably going to want to buy the least while you're there is ponchos. Especially when you can get them at Walmart for $1. Ponchos will get expensive if it starts raining out of nowhere because Disney knows that you'll buy them because you don't want to get wet.
So they're going to charge you about $10 for a child's poncho and $12 for an adult poncho.
You can get a throwaway poncho at Walmart for $1.
They're up to $1.50 now.
And they just fit in a regular size fanny pack.
The little itty bitty ones.
Uh-huh.
Up to $1.50 though.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But
So,
you're still saving over $10 on the poncho.
right then and there, you're gonna save $10.50 on a poncho.
Yeah.
I also just found on Amazon, and I'm gonna buy them for just honestly to keep them on deck for when we go, because they came in packs of 5,
Okay.
and they are currently on sale for $8 for 5 of them. So that's cheaper, right? Or the same as the Walmart ones?
$8
I don't know.
for 5 of them.
Too much math this episode. And they are a full long sleeve poncho with a little cinch thing at the top. So you can like put on your head and cinch it, because that's the worst when you put a poncho on and then like it flies off. So this has the strings on it to pull for the hood.
It's a little bit more, but it's close.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're better quality and more worth
50 cents
it.
more for
There we go.
total, so.
There we go. So 10 cents extra a poncho.
Yeah.
Because there's
the
5 of them
string
in
and
there.
stuff. Yeah.
So check Amazon for those, because they look like awesome ponchos. They're longer than the Walmart throwaway ones. They're full sleeves. The Walmart ones are kind of that like just loose sleeve where like if you're wearing a long sleeve, your arms will come through. And then they have the strings in the hood. Because normally what I have to do is put the hood up and then I put my ears over top of it to hold it down.
Yeah, I usually have to like tuck it in my hat to get it to stay.
It's a good way to cheat the system is get the one with the strings. Check that out on Amazon. Either way, we're already saving $10.50 per person.
Yeah.
By buying the ponchos on Amazon ahead of time rather than buying them on Walt Disney World property. I'm sorry, they're not going to say Walt Disney World on them. I can get a Sharpie and put it on there for you if you want. All right, next one. Let's talk about bubble wands and the light wands.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways that you can save money with these. Believe it or not. I know there's not that many Disney stores left in the world.
Yeah.
But if you have one near you, they always have bubble wands on sale.
They do.
In addition to this, kids don't care. Kids don't know the difference if you got the bubble wand on Amazon beforehand.
Yeah.
Nice thing to do is to buy these things ahead of time at Walmart, on Amazon, at Target, wherever. Stick them in the bag. Don't let the kids see them, and then pull them out once you get there.
Yeah.
You can get more bubbles that way. And if you're watching the prices beforehand, you can put the alerts on your Amazon cart and it'll tell you if it drops in price. So if you have enough time, you can put that in your cart and wait until it drops low enough. And you'll find Disney bubble wands and light wands. Mm-hmm. By light wands, I mean like the ones that spin with the lights. I hope everyone knows what I'm talking about by that.
Yeah.
You can find these online for so much cheaper than what it's going to cost in the Disney park, and your kid isn't going to know the difference.
Yeah.
Usually it's just the classic, like, 3-circle Mickey head bubbles, but still.
It's enough.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Kids don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, sorry.
And the other thing, too, is as long as you're not flying, you can also get more bubbles for cheaper than you're going to get refill bubbles at the park.
Yeah, you can also you can probably DoorDash them. Or
you probably could,
do an Amazon order to right there with more bubbles.
But there's other options, because if you've ever bought your kid a bubble wand or you've ever seen a kid with a bubble wand, their finger goes directly on the button and it doesn't come off until there's no bubbles left. So you'll probably run out of bubbles. So make sure you have extras on deck.
And if you do buy your kid a bubble wand from anywhere, make sure they're holding it up, because when they hold it down is when it starts to break.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Bubble wand expert over here, big bubble gal. But yeah, so you can buy them just about anywhere, and it's going to save you so much money. So buy that before you go. Mm-hmm. Even if it's Disney brand, go on eBay, see if anyone's selling an old Disney bubble wand. It's going to be cheaper than it is in the park.
Yeah.
So even right now, just looking at it online, at Walmart, they have bubble wands. They have Mickey ones and mini ones that are just the head that are $8 per wand. The Disney store is currently selling a Little Mermaid one. Oh, and here we go. And a Mickey one.
Regular Mickey head one.
Very similar looking Mickey one for $27. So you can save a lot of money by buying that ahead of time. Keep it. Oh, there's also a Spider-Man one. Oh, there's some really cool ones on here.
There's options out there.
Yeah. Keep an eye out. You can save a lot of money by just doing this ahead of time.
Yeah.
And if you were to go for Amazon, where they're $15 right now for a very similar one, you can get it shipped right to your hotel. Mm-hmm. So lots of options there to help you maximize your money for your trip.
Yeah. Kind of on the same wavelength as the bubble wands and light wands is fans and sprayers. So if you've ever seen those, it's basically just a spray bottle that people use to cool themselves off in the middle of the summer, and some of them have a fan on that when you spray it, it makes like a mist. Obviously they have Disney specific ones, but a regular spray wand from Walmart or wherever is going to do the exact same thing. And again, if you're upset that it doesn't have the Disney on it, just let us know and we can write Disney on it for you.
No, really. So the cooling fans, the Disney ones are huge. I wouldn't buy them unless you have a stroller or a wheelchair or something to put them on, because they are huge. But they're about $25 roughly in the park. Mm-hmm. And you can buy fans that have like mouse ears on the top of them for $10.
Yeah.
For significantly cheaper. Or you can just get a normal cooling fan for around the same price, around that $10 price range. Mm-hmm. Bring it with you and you're fine. Who cares if it keeps you cool? And it's much easier to hold in your hand than those giant Disney ones. I love the giant Disney ones, but again, I never bring it because I don't want to carry it. We have one from when we were like young that my sister used her Disney dollars to buy. That was what she wanted. And we had it that trip when there was a stroller, and then I don't think anyone ever brought it ever since. It just is like in our house.
I used to have one of the ones that went around your neck.
The Disney ones do go around your neck. They come with the big thing, but it's still just huge hanging from your neck.
And it's heavy when there's water in it.
It's like hanging a water bottle from your neck and be like, oh, this is so comfy.
Yeah. So if you want to get one of those, if you're someone who overheats easily and you know you're going to want one of those as well, get it beforehand.
I thought you said overeats easily, and I was like, what does one do with the other?
You never got the meat sweats?
If you need it for the meat sweats, save money, buy it at Walgreens ahead of time. No, if you go on Amazon, though, there are some really cool. We should be sponsored by Amazon for this episode. If you go on Amazon, there's some fun Disney ones where it just has mouse ears on it. A lot of small shops make them.
Yeah.
Just cutesy little things. When in doubt, buy stickers. I know that sounds so ghetto. It's ghetto fabulous. You buy Disney stickers and stick it on anything, and your kid's going to be like, I have this cool Disney thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I stuck... When I bought Lily the bubble one...
Uh-huh.
Lily, if you're listening, close your ears. When I bought Lily the bubble wand, it was just said Ice Princess Bubble Wand. And it was just a blue wand that looked like ice. And I had an Elsa sticker. And I stuck it on it. And she was like, an Elsa bubble wand. And thought that's what it was. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Sorry, Lil.
Only spend the big bucks on you, babe. Okay. Next one. Let's talk about pins.
Ooh, fun.
Disney pins. Pin trading is a huge thing at Walt Disney World. People love it.
I think you had a little something to say about pins news-wise, didn't you?
Yeah, Disney is now having their cast members trade pins again, which is so fun.
Yeah, it's very exciting for people who are into pin trading.
It's just fun for cast members to have that back.
Yeah.
Because it was never something I got to do unless it was raining. Mm-hmm. Because I was a lifeguard, so we had like one pool tube that had pins on it, and when we couldn't be on the pool deck, we'd stand there with that, and kids could come up and trade.
Okay.
But that was the extent of it. But my roommates all did it, and they loved it. They'd come home and be like, this kid gave me this pin today, and it wasn't even their pin to keep. It was Disney's pins.
Yeah.
But they got to trade and have these like magical experiences with kids when they would get so excited. Mm-hmm. So what it is, for anyone who doesn't know, is... Disney sells pins, and they're just characters and stuff like that, like different fun things, different rides, things like that, and you can trade them with other people, with cast members, with stores. They'll usually have pin boards up, and for a while, you couldn't trade with the cast member specifically.
Yeah.
They would trade you from a pin board.
Yeah.
They used to wear lanyards with the pins on them. Well, they're bringing back the cast members wearing the lanyards.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. Now, if it is your first time going, or if it's your first time wanting to get into pin trading, you're going to learn real quick that pin trading is a pretty expensive hobby.
Yes, it is.
A good pin is anywhere from $15 to $25, and I think I might be underestimating on what the max is there.
They definitely go more expensive if they're the ones that move or
Do the fun
do
stuff.
limited
Pins,
edition.
yeah, honestly, pins can be very expensive. So something that you can do, especially if maybe you're doing this for your kids, that you want them to be able to pin trade, Disney does sell starter packs. Where it just comes with a lanyard and I think usually like 4 pins, maybe 4 to 6.
5, I was thinking.
I feel like it wouldn't be an odd number because they're going to want it to look uniform in the case.
Maybe.
I don't know. So we'll say 3 to 6. 3 to 6 pins. And you can start with that. Your kids can trade it, whatever. Something you can do is buy lanyards at your local store. Whatever lanyards you want. Doesn't matter. And then go on eBay. Go to your local flea markets, but eBay is probably going to be your best bet, and buy bundles. People sell just bags, boxes, whatever you want to call it, of Disney pins that they don't want anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they're from when they were younger. Maybe they're just over pin trading. Whatever. They sell them, and it's not going to matter what they look like because now these are your pins to go and trade.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the pins that are traded that you'll find on the pin boards are not usually the best pins.
It's kind of like how you're getting the ones that you don't want to trade in. Everybody else is also doing that. So.
But for kids, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And for people who aren't like super, super into pin trading, maybe you're just looking for a specific character. So like I wanted a Pascal pin, I got a Pascal pin, but I searched for that Pascal pin. Or I love a Goofy movie, so I searched for a Goofy movie pin.
Yeah.
So what one person might consider a junk pin, I might be like, oh my god, that's Powerline. You know?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind, but that is a good way to save some money, is to buy them for cheaper, buy them used, buy them off eBay, however you want, Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Go find someone who's selling a bundle of pins, buy those, and then just get trading and get the ones that you want. Give them to your kids, get them to get the ones they want. It's a fun way to get started into it without breaking the bank because it does get expensive quick.
Yeah.
And make sure you get a good quality lanyard because they are going to get heavy if you're wearing them around your neck.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next up, autograph books. This one is very specific to if you're planning on meeting characters. But if
you're just going to ask random people for their autographs? Random cast members?
I think I have done that when I was a kid. I think I got random cast members' autographs.
Okay, I love that, though. That's actually adorable. It's not cute when a man in his 20s is walking up asking for their autograph, but, like, as a kid, that's adorable.
So, yeah, autograph books. If you're planning on taking your kid to meet a bunch of characters, like if half your trip is just meeting characters and you want them to be able to get autographs, this is a great thing to get beforehand because they are fairly expensive in the park. And also, pens are about $12 a piece.
Pens are so expensive. Don't forget your
Definitely
pen.
bring a pen if you're going to do this.
And bring a big pen.
Yeah.
The
characters have trouble holding small pens.
Yes, do not give them a mini Sharpie because it's easy to hang from your bag.
Yeah. Yeah, bring a bigger pen. One of the thick Sharpies is even fine. Just something that they can actually grab onto because they have big hands. So
that's true. Can you imagine giving the Beast the little mini Sharpie? The little keychain Sharpie?
Exactly.
It's terrible. And then they end up drawing on themselves. Nah.
Yeah. So if you're planning on doing autographs while you're there, find them anywhere. I mean, you can get them.
Nope, you can just get like a normal notebook if you want to. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Have to be a specific Disney one.
You can get a photo book, have them sign it, and then put the photo in. People have gotten really creative with different things to get autographed. I've seen people do like white water bottles. I've seen people do the matting for a frame, and then they put a family picture in there with all the autographs around it. Cool. I've seen people do like Polaroids. So you take the picture and then they sign the Polaroid.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, I mean, they won't be able to see what the picture looks like, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, you just have them sign it right then and there. So there's a lot of different things you can do that could be a lot more magical than just having them sign a random book for your kid.
Yeah.
Your kid will love it, but this is a way for you to kind of have the memories with it too.
Yeah.
You know what I saw online like months ago? And I was like, that's adorable. It was a little girl and she had them signing a white purse.
Huh.
When I worked at Sesame, I remember someone had like a little piece of a quilt for characters. It was just like a little piece of fabric, and then as they were all signing it, they said that they were going to make it into like a pillow. Like they were going to put it together like a quilt, but then sew it into a pillow.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a cute idea.
Yeah.
Could just sew it into a blanket too.
Yeah.
But lots of ideas of what you can do. Just remember they can't sign anything on your body.
Yeah.
So you can't walk up with the shirt you're wearing and be like, sign this. And
Can't
they
be
won't
like, sign my arm so I can get it tattooed on me.
yeah, they won't sign anything political. Just be aware of that.
Yeah.
But if you just bring something plain white and be like, this is what I'm having signed today.
I really like the water bottle idea.
Just a white water bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you go home and you seal it.
Yeah. I like that one.
Some creative ideas. You can do that this trip if you want.
Could do that this trip.
You're always looking for a new water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of creative ideas, and no matter what, it'll probably be cheaper than buying an autograph book in the park.
True.
And it'll be more fun.
Yes.
All right, speaking of more fun, let's talk about mouse ears.
Go on your tangent.
I love mouse ears. I don't know what else there is to it. I love wearing mouse ears. I think they are magical.
When was the last time you bought mouse ears full price in the park?
It's been a while. It's been a very long time because I don't like paying full price for mouse ears.
It's fair. They're very expensive.
They're very expensive. They are up to $30 a pair now. 35, I think 30.
30, I think. They were 25 when we went with Brian and Ellie years ago.
That's why I feel like they might be 35, but that doesn't sound right. I know a lot of like the loungefly ones cost more now.
Yeah, the fancy ones are more.
So mouse ears are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The prices just keep going up because the demand just keeps going up. People love them. People collect them. They're not cheap.
No.
But buying them ahead of time can save you a lot of money. I'm not saying you're still not going to get there and want another pair. You might. But if let's say you got 4 daughters, let's at least start them out with a pair, and then if they want to spend their own money on it, if they want to use their Disney dollars on it, I'm sorry, showing my age. If they want to use their Disney gift cards on it, that's their choice. But you can get mouse ears for really cheap. You can get them at Walmart, just plain, simple. Yeah. They feel cheaper than the Disney ones do, but if you have they are. I mean, they're like $5 and it shows, but also if you have like a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, maybe those $5 ones are the way to go. If you think they're just going to take them off or lose them anyway, that might be the way to go with it, you know? You can get them off Etsy. Some shops on Etsy are going to be cheaper than they will in the park.
Yeah.
Some are going to be about the same, if not more. This just goes back to the aspect of you're supporting a small business. Mm-hmm. Someone said one time to me, and I can't unhear it, when you buy from a small business, like when you buy from Etsy, you're buying a little kid a pair of shoes. Like, or you could be buying someone's kid a pair of shoes. Mm-hmm. And to me, that was like, okay, yes, that makes it makes me want to buy more things off of Etsy when it's going to be like the same, or just from small businesses in general when it's going to be the same price. Even like we buy dog treats from small businesses because you're supporting someone's family rather than a large corporation, which is awesome. So look into Etsy, see if there's any on there that you like. I like to buy them from eBay.
Uh-huh.
You can do eBay, Poshmark, things like that, where I'm a psycho and I'll go and I'll bid at 1 a.m. trying to get them, and I'll tell myself, okay, I'm not paying more than $5, and I'll bid. So like I have a lime green pair coming in the mail currently. Also, there are outlets. So right off Disney property is the Character Warehouse, and that's where they'll send all their stuff when it's done being sold in the park.
Yeah. And
there's always ears there of some kind. There's always something. I got Donald Duck butt ears for $4 the one time. Like there's always something there. So there's a lot of ways to get mouse ears discounted beforehand. And again, if you get there and you want to pay full price because you absolutely love a pair, more power to you. Do what you want. It's your vacation. If there was a pair I really loved, I probably would end up paying full price too. Like I say that I'm not, but if I really loved it, I would, because it's a fun souvenir from your trip. But there are ways to get it cheaper before you get there ahead of time. Even Shop Disney. Yeah. Shop Disney will have them discounted sometimes. They'll put them on clearance. Then if you spend $75, it's free shipping. Well, if you're buying 4 pairs, you probably will easily spend $75.
Yeah. And again, like Gina said, it's not to say don't buy them in the park, because the quality is definitely there. Like, it's not like they upcharge and the quality is not great. Mm-hmm. But you can definitely find them cheaper. My favorite is, I don't remember where we've seen them before, but they have those like packs. I think
Sam's
it's
Club.
Sam's
It was
Club
at
where they
Sam's
have like
Club.
4 ears in the pack.
The one pack at one point, I think it was 4 ears, 4 scrunchies, and 4 headbands or
Yeah,
something.
it was like a great.
It was
like
so
$20-something.
ridiculous. Yeah, and it just kept getting cheaper. And
Yeah.
it was like, this is and they had two different ones. They had just the regular Minnie Mouse ones that were like different color combos.
Yeah.
And then they had the villains one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a really good one.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for stuff like that too if you shop at Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, all those kind of places, because they always get random stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. You never know what kind of deals you're going to find.
Mm-hmm.
Five Below will have some sometimes. You can also make your own. These are just... Try. These are just different ways to save money beforehand. Again, if you want to buy them in the park, buy them in the park. Just something to look into to save some money.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more in this section. 3 more? 2 more.
All right, next one. Cheap water bottle.
This is Rick's favorite.
We adopted this a few years ago now and have never looked back. So if you're the kind of person who doesn't really, for lack of a better way of saying it, doesn't care where your water comes from, and you're okay with filling up at a water fountain just to get water, this is a great way to save money, because what we've been doing is we'll go to Walmart and they have like these plastic water bottles that you can get for $1 or $2. And we bring it with us. You can bring an empty water bottle on a plane. You can bring an empty water bottle into the park.
You can bring a full water bottle in the park.
You can bring a full water bottle in the
whatever
park.
you
Yeah,
want.
you can do this with a plastic water bottle too. You don't necessarily have to buy one of these. But bring in a water bottle with you, because a water bottle in the park is like $6 or $7. And
No, it's like 4 or 5.
I feel like they're closer to 6.
I think it's 4 or 5.
Okay, even still, $4 to $5 for a water bottle. If you have a family of 4, every time you need water, you're going to be spending like $20 on these bottles of water, where you could just have a water bottle to fill up at a water fountain that you spent $10 for the whole trip, and you can just refill it a million times.
As of 2023, they were $3.50 to $4 for a bottle of water.
I don't think I've ever paid that for a water bottle at Disney.
No, have you ever paid for a water bottle at Disney? Doesn't have to be a cheap one either. Just bring your own bottle.
Yeah,
but
it could
like,
be a reusable bottle, but we do the cheap ones because then we don't care if we accidentally lose it somewhere.
that's my logic, because I leave things places all the time. So I'm like, let me just do this. One time we forgot them, so we bought water bottles in Disney. Like we went into the Emporium and bought reusable bottles,
Yeah.
and then used that for the whole trip. So
Yeah.
it was a little bit more expensive, but it was still cheaper than buying a water bottle or having to find a fountain every time we were thirsty. It was just more convenient than that.
Yeah.
But it would have been a lot cheaper if we just bought it ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, like I said, water fountains are everywhere. Every park has an area where you can go in and use the soda fountains, and you can get water from there. No?
Magic Kingdom doesn't have any soda fountains.
No, they don't.
No, but you can just ask them and they'll give you water at
can
any
ask-
quick service.
You can ask for cups of water at any quick service, and they'll give it to you.
Now I'm like hardcore questioning myself. No, I don't think there's any soda fountains anywhere in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Are you also thinking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is.
I thought there was on every one of them.
The other parks all have at least one restaurant, but
Yeah.
I think Magic Kingdom is just too crowded. You can ask cast members at
Yeah.
any quick service whether or not they have a soda fountain if there
Yeah.
is water, and they'll give you cups of water.
Yeah, they'll always give you a cup of water, and then you can just pour it in your water bottle if you're not ready to drink a whole cup in the moment.
Or if you just want some ice for your bottle.
Yeah, true. You can ask for a cup of ice too. But yeah, you don't need to buy a new water bottle every time you want some water, unless you're one of those people that just needs to have water straight out of the water bottle. Which I know there are those people. I see them at Sam's Club every week, and they have 12 cases of water.
Then buy a kid's meal, and it'll come with a mini water bottle.
True.
Then you get food and water. No, because I guess you don't want a mini one if you're not willing to refill it.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. And the last thing, you can get this in the park, but it's going to be crazy expensive. Portable chargers. True. So buying this ahead of time is going to save you a lot of money. One of my favorite tips a vacation planner has ever told us is the tip about a fuel rod.
What is it?
So, first of all, fuel rods, for anyone who doesn't know, are they're exactly what they sound like, actually. They don't know how to explain it.
Rentable charging things?
Purchasable charging things, because you do buy it.
Oh, you do buy it? Okay.
How it works is you buy a fuel rod starter pack. And what it is it's a portable charger that comes with every kind of wire you could think of to charge your phone. And it comes from this little thing in a little clear case. It comes from this little thing. Wow, I'm so good with my words today. It comes from a machine, almost like a vending machine, in a little clear case. And it's going to have everything you need in this case to charge your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when this fuel rod runs out of juice, you go back to the vending machine and you put it in and it'll dispense another one for you. Across Walt Disney World property, they are free. At one point, they were going to start charging for the new ones every time.
Okay.
People argued and they didn't do it.
Fair.
Thank goodness. But there are fuel rods in Universal. There's fuel rods at airports. You'll see them everywhere. If you've never heard of them, now you'll see them everywhere, I promise. Because they are little vending machines that are all over the world. Mm-hmm. If you buy the starter pack from the vending machine, it is roughly $30. Not super crazy for a portable charger if you think about it. I do have to say fuel rods don't do a great charge, maybe about 50% on your phone, maybe a little bit more depending on how new your phone is, but they're not the best charger, but they get the job done. The tip that we got from one of the travel agents from 407, this tip came from Mandy. Mandy gave us the tip that if you go on Amazon, you can actually get a 2-pack of fuel rods for $35.
There you go.
$30 in the park. $35 to just buy it ahead of time. Literally comes with 2 starter kits, not just 2 rods, like 2 full starter kits for $35. And during like Amazon Prime Day and when they do Cyber Monday, they tend to drop down even lower to like $25 for a 2-pack. So buying that ahead of time is going to save you so much money. That's $10 right there. And again, that's more than $10. Hold on. Let's say you get it on sale for $25 for a 2-pack. That one would have been $30. Do we want to do that math? It would have been $60 otherwise. So $35. You just saved to $35. Assuming that you buy it while it's on sale.
Yeah. And like you said, they don't do the best charge. I've gotten regular portable chargers on Amazon for like $15 that last like an entire day or more with multiple charges on them. Mm-hmm. Like you can get really good portable chargers that aren't fuel rods, but if you want the convenience of the fuel rod of being able to switch it in and out, then definitely go buy a 2-pack on Amazon.
Fuel rods are so convenient. I miss mine. The machine ate mine, and I couldn't get a hold of fuel rod. It was my own fault. I didn't try hard enough. But the convenience of them is so great, and they're tiny. I like how small they are.
That's fair.
Now, if you are watching on YouTube, or if this is the clip that I end up posting on Facebook, on Instagram or TikTok, you'll see my phone case right now. This is a charging phone case. It got really, really dirty, really, really fast. But this charges my phone. Press this button and it charges it. You'll see the light up right now. I bought this for Disney. This was bought with the intention of being for vacations. And it is fantastic. It gives my phone a whole nother charge. Another thing that I recommend, it's going to be around the same price as fuel rod. I think I paid $30 to $40 for it. And at the time I thought it was so expensive. But I have 1,000% gotten my money's worth out of it. I use it all the time. It's called Casely. And when my phone's dying, I use it. How it works? Slide your phone in. And you're good. It just plugged my phone in. We're good to go. Highly recommend it. Mm-hmm. Another really convenient purchase that before a Disney vacation. Some kind of power pack for your phone, because my Disney experience is going to eat your phone.
Oh, it'll drain the battery so fast.
It's so quick. And then all the photos that you're going to be taking, so many things are just going to kill your battery. Yeah. So have that ready. You know where else fuel rods are really convenient?
Where?
If you have teenagers.
It's true.
The amount of times, my sister's not even a teenager, but the amount of times I see her take my dad's fuel thing.
Yeah.
My dad's portable charger, and he's like, well,
she
now.
She has it like at 3 separate times every day, pretty much.
And he's like, well, now my phone's dead. So the fact that you can just keep swapping it out, you're good to go. But check them out on Amazon beforehand rather than getting them in the park. Thank you, Mandy, for that amazing tip.
All right, our last category, things that you will not find on Disney property that you just might want.
Buy these ahead of time.
If you're a specific type of person.
Specific type of person.
Well, yeah. So if you're a gum chewer, You will not be able to find gum anywhere on Disney property.
They do not sell it.
They do not sell it because they want to not have it under the trash cans and the tables everywhere. So they don't sell it. You can't get it on Disney property. So if you want it, you're going to have to bring it with you. And then just make sure you throw it away in a normal trash can. It's not that hard.
If anyone needs a good laugh, I'm going to put Rick on blast here right now. When I said this one earlier, he thought that gum wasn't allowed on Disney property.
I've never seen gum.
By the way he said it, it made it sound like you thought that like they'd stop you and be like, "Sir, you gotta spit that out. You can't be chewing that here."
I don't know. I've never seen gum on Disney property. I don't chew gum anymore either, so that's probably why I just haven't taken notice to it. Disney is Coke. They are a Coke park, so you will not find any Pepsi products. If you are a Pepsi and Coke taste, you're a Pepsi and Coke taste different type of person. Or if you need Mountain Dew, if you need what root beer is Pepsi? It's the one with the dog mug. Yeah, mug. If you're a mug fan instead of a Bargs fan, if you need your specific drink, just bring it. Like we said, you can bring drinks into the park. So just get it through one of the grocery apps. Bring it with you if you're driving, and then you can have your Pepsi products.
You're a mug or a Barks person?
I don't really drink a lot of root beer. I don't really drink a lot of soda either. I'm definitely one of those people that doesn't really taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke, so.
It's fair.
But I know there's people out there that are like, they taste different, and I'm probably going to get yelled at for saying they taste the same, but.
So the thing is, I think that between Pepsi and Coke, there are people who can taste the difference and get angry about it, but I don't think they get as angry as people who can taste the difference in root beers, but you hear the Pepsi and Coke argument more often.
Interesting.
But people who know their root beers are like, "Don't give me Barks, I need mugs!"
I've never heard that.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, you should hear my family at a party when they get the wrong root beer.
That's funny. And the last one is straws. They do have straws on Disney property, but they're not plastic.
They're paper.
They're paper, and they disintegrate almost immediately. I'm not recommending that you bring plastic straws. If you're going to do it, they have those metal ones that you can get, and you can go on our sponsor Amazon's website and get like a 4-pack, and you can reuse them, and they come with like a little thing that you can wash them with. Again, not recommending that you get the plastic ones, but the paper ones fall apart within like 5 minutes, so I also wouldn't recommend those.
You can just bring a pack of plastic ones too if you want.
You can, but
do
save the turtles, you know.
No, I know. I figured that's why you weren't saying it, but like if we're just saying what you could do.
I mean, you can, yeah, if you want to. I don't use straws at all, so again, none of this applies
Rick
to me.
doesn't use anything on this list.
None of this applies to me because I don't chew gum, I don't use straws, and I don't really care about whether it's Coke or Pepsi. So
also, no tobacco or nicotine on Disney property.
True.
You gotta bring that yourself. It's also no smoking in the park, so you gotta bring it, and then you gotta walk outside the park if you want to use it. Do you use that?
No, I don't use that. No, that's also not on the list.
That sounded sarcastic. He actually really doesn't use that, guys. So literally none of this applies to you, but that's fine. It's fine. I had fun anyway.
Yeah.
What straws did we have last time? My mom got these like hard plastic ones, and she just kept like whipping them out for people.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
They were reusable, but they weren't like
They weren't the metal ones. They were just a hard plastic.
Yeah,
like,
they
almost
were
like
really
the
nice.
ones that have the swirls and stuff in them, except they don't have the swirls.
Yeah, like they were like the kind that would come in a cup, like in like a Turvis cup.
Yeah.
I really liked those ones, and they were nice because you just threw them in your bag, and like you didn't lose them in your bag because they were still full size straw.
Yeah.
Remember at one point they was like sticking out the side of my lounge bag, had it in the little side pocket. I liked those ones. Mm-hmm. And our last thing, this is just we think you need to buy this beforehand, and we have a good logic as to why.
And we've talked about it a million times
Ad
before on the
nauseam.
podcast.
We don't stop talking about this one, and we're not going to stop talking about this one. Before you go to Disney, buy your gift cards. Gift cards can be used for almost everything at Walt Disney World, at Disneyland, on Disney Cruise Line. Not at Disneyland Paris or Tokyo or Shanghai Disney.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, if there's a different currency, you can't use a gift card there. Mm-hmm. But Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, you can use gift cards for your food. You can use gift cards to pay for your room, for your tickets. You can use gift cards when you purchase Memory Maker. Mm-hmm. You can use gift cards for so much, for any merchandise you want to buy, for those ears because you're like, Gina, shut up, I'm just going to buy a pair I want in the park. You can use gift cards for it. You can use gift cards at Disney Springs at restaurants that aren't even run by Disney.
Yeah.
Or aren't owned by Disney, but that are on Disney Springs property. Almost every place will take a Disney gift card.
Yeah.
So,
And you save money doing it. Because usually you get them for like, if it's a $100 gift card, you get it for like $95.
Yes, so if you buy them at Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, any of those wholesale stores, you can get them for cheaper. Target, if you have a Target credit card, you get that 5% off. You can buy gift cards. The best deal I've ever gotten on gift cards, and this is one of my biggest flexes as a Disney adult, and I can't sleep. I can't not talk about it. We currently have the Discover card. We got it last year, and right now what they're doing is if you get it for the first year, any money that you get with cash back, they're going to match it. At Target, it was 5% back, which means we bought gift cards, got 5% back on it, and then at the end of the year, they're going to double that. So I'm going to get another 5%. So really, we got 10% back. And Target had a promo going where if you spent, I think it was like you spent like $100, you got $20 back or something. Yeah. So we got like $20 back plus 5% back, plus we have another 5% coming soon. Like we saved so much money on these gift cards. Yeah. But honestly, any penny that you can save, if you save $5 on a $500 gift card, that is something.
You're still saving money.
You're still saving money. So buy your gift cards ahead of time. Buy them before you get to Disney and then use them for almost everything across Walt Disney World property. And keep in mind, if you don't spend them while you're there, that's fine. Put them onto another trip.
Yeah.
Easy.
They don't expire. They're gift cards.
Money is money. You're good. That's real money.
Yeah.
You can shop online at Shop Disney. Buy your niece a Christmas present because you didn't know what else to do with it because you're never going back. I don't know.
It's not Disney dollars. It's real money.
Disney dollars don't expire.
They don't? You can still use them?
You can still use them.
Oh, wow.
But I wouldn't because they're worth more than what they say.
Yeah.
Like if it's $1 Disney dollar, it's probably worth at least like $5 right now. Yeah, but they do still take them.
That's cool.
So yes, that is our list of things we think you need to buy before your Disney vacation, not while you're there. Buy it beforehand.
That's our whole list. If you think we missed anything, if there's something that you pride yourself on buying beforehand so that you can save money while you're in the park, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at SpillTheDPod.
Yes.
Spot. On Instagram at SpillTheDPodcast. On the TikTok, where Gina is very active, you can email us at spillthedpod@gmail.com. And I think those are the only 3 ways that people can reach us.
You know what we probably missed? Not probably. I know that we didn't really talk about this. Things for children, like buying your stroller ahead of time. Like if you're doing like a rental, that is cheaper than renting it through Disney. So look into that, and they'll deliver it right to your hotel room.
True.
Strollers, scooters, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Didn't think about that.
I did, but I didn't write it because we don't have personal experience with that one. But I know that it is cheaper. I think the one that people love is the Kingdom strollers. Okay. And it's way cheaper than doing it through Disney, and you can bring them everywhere with you. Whereas when you do it through Disney, you have to get them at the gate, and then you leave them at the gate.
Gotcha.
So if you want them at your hotel room and stuff.
So look into that too.
Look into that too, and then that's where we'll stop. I'm sure we can do a whole part 2 if we need. If people send in, we'll do a listener submitted one. My favorite kind of episodes. I love those ones. So yeah, that's all. What he said about all the social media. Make sure you follow us.
Yeah, make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow 407. We will be going to 407 week in, 2 weeks? Something like that? Mm-hmm. So keep an eye out on all the socials for everything that's going to be posted everywhere. But until next time, we will
see you at the castle.